waiting for. Travel to on, circumstances navigate the path, and life happened all so fast. No, we got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, 'cause I know life took a This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a great no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games be quick, get taken personal. 'Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. Expect from me, I'm going to take the second, see the blessing in it. With much expected, much is given. When you make the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes, you can be blessed if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best
I thought he was an addict now.
just shine up and take a breath. Feel the front of your eyes now. It's been running through you. Hold that thing down. It really feel like for the children, it's a given. Gotta give it, be a blessing.
It's my personal statement. Run the game like I'm acing. Learn to develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition, I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lacking. Our friends are slow on our road. I'm confident, feel taken. Focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, give things easy. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 souls, 2 feet, I stand on. I'll go back soon and fight this final round. Life's a quick another soul. Learn quickly, they'll come for your road. Can't be quick, can't take it personal. 'Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. I'm gonna step on the line. Get to those that need. So without this This way before, travel to on, circumstances navigate the path, and life happened all so fast. No, not lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, 'cause I know life took a This is where I am destined to be. Ready to
JP, Ira JQ, Nathan, Keno, Jeff Smith, Vince, appreciate you coming through, man. Big Dog, Levy, KJ, appreciate you, man. It's 21 kids now? Oh my God. Yeah, I appreciate y'all coming in here, man. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, man, on days like this, it's tough. It's really, really tough, man. Oh, gosh, damn it. Play this trailer.
You're watching America This Morning, America's #1 early morning news.
Time after time after time, we are watching murderers go free. They hide behind their badges, they hide behind their white privilege, and they use the excuse that they fear for their lives to murder our young people in cold blood.
It's done.
X, my brother.
No. Don't think about it.
All you self-righteous assholes do is march and destroy your own communities. Killing me won't change a goddamn thing.
It's a lot different when it's a grown black man standing his ground.
I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all excuse me. Make sure you guys go ahead and order. I'm gonna play the clip. He asked that I play this clip. I'll play it. I haven't heard it, but I'll definitely play it.
I'm not going to talk about basketball. Nothing's happened with our team in the last 6 hours. We're going to start the same way tonight. Any basketball questions don't matter. Since we left shoot around, 14 children were killed 400 miles from here, and a teacher. And in the last 10 days, we've had elderly black people killed in a supermarket in Buffalo. We've had Asian churchgoers killed in Southern California, and now we have children murdered at school. When are we going to do something? I'm tired. I'm so tired of getting up here and offering condolences to the devastated families that are out there. I'm so tired of the, I'm tired of the moments of silence. Enough. There's 50 senators right now who refuse to vote on H.R. 8, which is a background check rule that the House passed a couple of years ago. It's been sitting there for 2 years. And there's a reason they won't vote on it, to hold on to power. So I ask you, Mitch McConnell, I ask all of you senators who refuse to do anything about the violence and school shootings and supermarket shootings, I ask you, are you going to put your own desire for power ahead of the lives of our children and our elderly and our churchgoers? Because that's what it looks like. What we do every week. So I'm fed up. I've had enough. We're going to play the game tonight, but I want every person here, every person listening to this to think about your own child or grandchild, mother or father or sister, brother. How would you feel if this happened to you today? We can't get numb to this. We can't sit here and just read about it and go, well, let's have a moment of silence. Yeah, go Dubs. You know, come on, Mavs, let's go. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go play a basketball game. And 50 senators in Washington are going to hold us hostage. You realize that 90% of Americans, regardless of political party, want background check, universal background check. 90% of us, we are being held hostage by 50 senators in Washington who refuse to even put it to a vote, despite what we, the American people, want. They won't vote on it because they want to hold on to their own power. It's pathetic. I've had enough.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, man, it's mm. Mm. You know, it's the glorification of murder too. You know, we we celebrate it. You know, whether it's the military, whether it's gangs, whether it's on YouTube, I'll kill you, whether it's Jamel Charlo wishing death upon Deontay Wilder, whether it's Tank Davis saying he got clips or whatever he says, you know, and I'm using them as examples because this is a boxing platform. But we glorify murder. We have these role playing games, and I don't know, that real popular game that from 5 to death they play. Terrence Crawford plays it a lot. I see it on his stories. It's you know, it was 1:33 when I found out about it. It was 1:33, and I'm I go on my phone, and Lincoln gets out of school at 1:30, and I'm going on my phone today, and I'm going on my phone, and it says 14 kids dies, and it just sent me in a peril, man. And I don't know what you do, man. Grand Theft Auto, thank you. I don't know. I don't know. This society is failing, man. The fact that the fact that that's a thought in someone's head to go shoot up an elementary school and actually do it, that's on society. That's not a Republican issue. That's not a Democratic issue. It's us as a society. And this is a predominantly minority channel. So I can only view it and many times speak through the lens of my neighborhood, you know, and our neighborhood. You know, I think many of us have similar neighborhoods, you know. I don't think too many of us lives in Beverly Hills or anything like that. You know, we're always one block away or one left turn away from basically harm, you know. And it's heart-wrenching when you get news like that and you're literally at the gate of your son's school waiting to pick him up. And I've had a heavy heart since. I I've been rather dysfunctional, you know. Because I if you've ever shot a gun before, and I know many of you guys have, the thought of those bullets tearing those little frames apart, man, and I couldn't help but visualize my son being shot. I couldn't help but visualize my daughter being shot. And that visualization just paralyzed me, man. It literally paralyzed me. And um, it's heart wrenching, man, to come on this platform. 4 out of our last 6 episodes has been geared around death. Buffalo, Batman, Mr. Russell, and now 21 kids, man. That's a whole class. That man walked into a classroom, you know. Um, I don't know, man. And honestly, I didn't care what ethnicity he was. I didn't care how old he was. I wasn't gonna play that ha ha. Thank God he's white. You see, he's a savage, man. White people are savages. I don't, or black person, haha, or Mexican, or he's an immigrant. Um, I wasn't gonna play that game. You know, it's an American issue. It really is an American issue. How we have an infatuation with death. We have an infatuation with murder. I don't care what culture you're in, whether it's the 4 branches of the military, whether it's your blood or a Crip or a Threse or uh, even YouTube. People on YouTube want to kill people, man. I'll kill you. And I'm a firm believer in self-defense, 100%. But self-defense ain't nothing but walking into a school and 21 families, man. That's unfathomable, man. That's unfathomable. I um I can't wrap my brain around that, man. I don't get it. It's unfair. These kids just went to school. I don't give a damn. And I already know the politic games on YouTube is gonna be at an all-time high. They killed those white. I don't know what the ethnicity of those kids or nothing. I'm just getting an update every 2 hours about the numbers. When I opened up, it was 14. When I came to the crib, it was 18. And now you guys are telling me it's 21. The number has to stop. I mean, we literally gonna have to be like China. We're gonna have to be like China. We're gonna have to be a communist state until we get this shit under control, man. You give people freedom and they abuse it. I don't know. I don't have the answer. I'm just speaking. I don't know, man. I know I can't take 21 kids again. I can't. I can't take one. These are kids, man. Kids, man. And we're becoming so desensitized to it, man. We're so desensitized to it. 10 people get killed last week, 21 this week. Plus the teachers, 24 plus 10. That's 34 people. You got the white man who's crazy. He looks Latino. I saw a picture of him. I saw his name. We got the black men and women and Bloods and Crips. I mean, it's just all over the place, man. So we can stop playing that. Oh, it's the black people. It's the white man. No, it's an ideology here in America, man. We glorify killing. We glorify death. Death is so exciting, so fascinating. I don't understand how. And I'm, man. How many rounds did that man have? How many fucking rounds did that man have? 21 kids. That is the worst thing I've ever seen, man. The worst thing I think I ever heard of, obviously, was 9/11. But Timothy McVeigh, when I was in high school, I couldn't understand that. What makes a man park a bomb in a building? But I was too young to really be emotional attached to it, you know. But this, I'm never gonna forget this. The first tragedy I think I ever seen was Challengers, the spaceship that went into the sky and blew up. I remember it like it was yesterday. But this, I will never forget this day. 21 kids, man. You know, and I'm thinking, there's no amount of prayer. There's no amount of prayer. Like, man, we're giving birth to demons here in America, man. And demons have no ethnicity. It has no ethnicity. None. You can be a white demon, a Mexican demon, a black demon, an Asian demon. I'm just lost for words, man. Thank you, Mr. Ricks. I appreciate you, man. Payday? You want payday? Yeah, the elderly and the kids are the most vulnerable, but obviously we don't care. You know, in the Mexican neighborhoods, they say the F-13s and I don't know, the M-13s. I don't know. They something 13. They ran the havoc in the East LA. You go to South LA, the Bloods and the Crips are running havoc over there. You go to the military, they going in other countries, blowing up other countries. When does it stop, man? When does the violence stop? When does the violence stop, man? When is it going to stop? I don't know when it's gonna stop. MS3, yeah, something like that. I know, somewhere in there. I'm opening up these phone lines, man. I know y'all have the answer because I drove home today. I was such in a trance. It really bothered me, man. It really, really bothered me. The phone lines are open, man. It really, really bothered me. It was. Hey, Bryce, what's up?
Man, this is a tragedy.
Beyond tragedy.
I mean, and I don't think it's 21 kids. It's 18 children, a teacher, the suspect, and the suspect's grandma. Mm-hmm. If you didn't know about that, the suspect's grandma was killed before he went to school as well.
So he killed her at the house?
Yes. They were trying to connect it as the grandma
21
was
killed, dog. It's 21 now, 2 adults.
And can I just say, excuse my language, it takes a sick fuck to do this. I'm talking sick. And this hits home for me hard because I was part of an active shooter in 2nd grade. Nobody died, but it was very traumatizing as the whole lockdown thing happened and all the sirens, and one kid got injured, like shot in the foot or knee or leg or shin or something like that in 2nd grade for me. So this hits home for me. And this is kids trying to recreate Columbine and Sandy Hook and Parkland, and it just keeps going on and on. What's next? What is next?
No, we need an answer tomorrow. The government got it. The government, we need an answer. Like, and I know but it's the people, but the laws got to be in place too. You know, next generation. You know what's gonna happen? Next generation. Oh, he killed 21 people. Oh, let me go get 2 grenades and throw it on the school at lunchtime. I'm telling you, man. Like, it's.
And you got high school football games getting shot up, and it's awful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, there's going to be this basketball bracket tournament at the park tomorrow after school, because they extended school till Wednesday this week, which was dumb. I don't know why they did it, but they did it. And there's going to be a basketball bracket tournament, and this kid posted on Snapchat that he's bringing like 6 guns. So now there's going to be like 18 cops at the county park,
mm-hmm.
and the basketball tournament's canceled. And I was going to go with me and my 2 buddies. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going to bring like 3 9mm, a 12 gauge, a 33, and a Mac 11. And they can't track him because apparently he used a completely fake name, completely fake email, completely fake everything. So there's no way to track him unless they get his IP, and so the social media site's not releasing them into the cops. So we have kids in my neighborhood, in my town, doing shit like this. So it's just, it's sick.
Mm-hmm. Very sick.
And imagine these families. Like, honestly, no offense to you, Fred, but you shouldn't have even came on tonight. You should be with your kid right now.
Mm-hmm.
Kids, plural, because I think you have multiple, right?
2, yes.
Yes, you have a female and a male, son and daughter.
Yes.
You should go be with your kids right now.
Mm-hmm.
You should not be on here right now talking about this. This is awful. Why? The question is why.
Well, he's dead. We'll never know.
And you want to know what? My first thought was, why kill him? Because why don't you let him live and, like, shoot him in the leg, not, like, the head, and then let him go to jail and get his ass destroyed by some real, like, criminals, like, rapists and, like, federal prison gang members, because he's some little boy who thinks he wants to go to an elementary school and shoot up some 6-year-olds.
That's the most coward act. I mean,
let him go to federal prison and get his ass whooped by some real convicts. I would have loved to see that on security camera. I mean, I would have just laughed to see him get his head just stomped in. by some real criminals, not these little fake, pussified, wannabe gangsters who want to go shoot up 6-year-olds. Like, ew. Like, ew. It's sick. Man, I mean, I don't even want to go to sleep tonight. Like, seriously.
It's tough to comprehend.
It is, and every hour there's more, and there's more, and there's more. Oh, I mean, there was a video of a kid who was like 7, who ran like 85 minutes from the school and never stopped running.
Are you serious?
He reached 19 miles per hour. Never stopped. But they've taken it off everywhere, and it's not even being discussed because that's like serious trauma.
From today?
Yes, from the shooting today in Texas. He never stopped running. He was 7. Never stopped running. That's how horrible these people are. You're traumatizing kids to run 85 minutes straight with lungs. Like, just ew. I'm not even going to probably go to sleep tonight, to be honest with you, or tomorrow night for that matter, just because how sick this is to comprehend. I just can't wrap my head around it.
It's impossible to.
And how old are you? I'll say you're probably, what, 40, 45?
Yeah.
Because my dad's 44.
Oh, so we're the same age.
Him. He is just like mind-boggling. I mean, he looked at me today and said, "What do you think of this? What is this?" Oh my God. All right, man. I'm gonna let some other people come state their opinions, and I'm gonna listen. And yeah, man, this is tragic, to say the least. I mean, that is just beginning to as a statement of this situation. All right, man. Well, I'm going to go listen to some other people's opinions. Call in, man. Get your way in. Like, subscribe. Find checks and balances. Turn on them post notifications.
Facts.
10:30 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, unless he's, going to make another film. Oh, no. That one, too.
Thank you.
Oh. All right, man. I'm out.
Peace. $305, man. What's up?
Another sad day here, Fred.
Isn't it?
Another sad day with this situation. I think we still haven't gotten to the point where a change is gonna happen. And I'll say this because I just came back from vacation and I just got on the plane. Now, when you go in Miami and you go through the TSA, they have they scan your carry-on bag. And before, you used to have to take out your laptop and certain things. Now you don't have to take out anything. And the machine is running pretty quickly. So they've updated their scanner where they can scan everything. So I bring that to the front. TSA wasn't even a thing until 9/11. Remember, you used to be able, we're old enough to remember where you used to be able to go to the airport and you could almost walk your loved one to the gate. Now you can't even get to a certain certain area besides checking your bag, you can't go anywhere in the airport. That all changed everything. It was to a point where it was enough. We haven't gotten to that point where it's enough, but they still talking about gun control. That's not a solution to a problem. That's just political nonsense. If we can invest all this money in the TSA, why don't we protect our future and our kids? It just doesn't make any sense. We just sent $47 billion to Ukraine. $47 billion. And that's a big number. So even if we just do the security with our kids, not to mention that the lack of education that they're already not getting, you're taking the pressure of them not getting education and now the fear of the security part of it. I have a buddy that he used to go to gun shows. He kind of stopped over the last couple of months. And he, I don't know if you've heard it, but he's not the only one that's selling it. They have a product where you put it in your backpack. It's like a bulletproof plate where they're giving kids put it in their backpack in case of a shooter. Just think about that. How crazy is that? That somebody had to develop that product and parents are buying. That's just outstandingly crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not serious about this stuff. Because over the next week or two, all you're going to hear about is gun control. And what is gun control going to do? We're just not serious. I just don't think we've really gotten to the point where people are really actively serious. Because when they're serious, they really put effort into it and they change the system. And people are going to get uncomfortable with the change. It's going to look real crazy. Because right now, like I bring up TSA because right now, anybody who went to the security and went to an airport, people are pretty much comfortable with that at this point. But when that initially happened, people were freaked out. That was really new and it was really bizarre. You used to have to take off shoes, belt. It was just really bizarre from going to where you could walk somebody to the gate to. It's like, no, you can't do that. Why don't we do that with our kids? Why are our kids and the parents allowed to walk in those schools freely like that? Because if you go to the school, the security guard that's there, he ain't stopping nothing. He's not even armed. And most of the time they'll have a cop that's slowed in between. So the security of those kids is not taken serious. And how serious are we as a country? I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off. How serious are we as a country when we're not even securing our kids? Not even to the point of where parents are comfortable. Because kids are invincible to a point they're not even in the moment. But it's very disturbing for parents to send their kids to those schools, or even if it's remotely close to you. That really disturbs parents. Kids aren't even remotely close to what's going on. And they don't even have the grasp of what the hell is going on. But as a society, I just think that we haven't got to the point where we're really calling for real change that's being done and feet held to the fire behind that.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can't make this about no gun control. Gun control is not going to stop that. And then I'm going to say this one more point. I say I'm going to get off, but one more point is that I think, too, if you're over 21, you're legally able to carry, why aren't you having your gun license? Why are you carrying a weapon without a gun license? And you're legally able to carry. And then you get caught with the gun, and now you can't carry it all. I'm gonna go ahead and get off, Fred. I appreciate the show, man. I just think that we just got to wake up. And I think this should be the moment. But every time something like this happens, this is all the way back from Sandy Hook up until now. We've had all these different events, and there's never been any significant change besides political candor about gun control. I'm gonna get off, Fred. I appreciate your show.
I appreciate you. Thank you. I think I see you, D-Rock. What's up, D-Rock?
Hey, Fred, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we hear you. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just had a couple questions for you because it's more like a conversation. I mean, everybody want to find a solution, because it is a big problem. And when you mention laws, what laws would you like to see?
I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know. I was just talking. I don't know. I think it's an ideology. Every culture in America glorifies violence. Kids glorify violence. They shoot them up, bang, bang on the video games. Music glorifies guns. The military glorifies guns. Crips and Bloods glorify guns. Uh, and that's what gets played on the mainstream. You know, the good, hardworking people like you and everyone else in the chat, they don't put them on CNN. You know, they don't put them on Fox, man. They find polarizing subject matters, and that in turn builds the culture in America. And I don't know what the law is. I'm a gun owner, man. I have multiple guns. Um, I I I don't have the answer. I really don't. I'm kind of I'm kind of taken back. I don't know what the law is. I was just talking. I'll be honest. I don't know. You would
Oh,
know better than me.
okay. Well, I would know better than you. You know what I mean? Because it's just a conversation and I'm trying to
Uh-huh.
figure out, you know
Hmm.
what I mean, you know what I mean, a solution or trying to wrap my head around it like everybody else is. You know. And like you said, you own multiple guns. I own multiple guns as well. You know, and like you said, you know, what I mean, when they do laws and put things in place and put restrictions and things like that, the people that affect are people like you and me. You know, this kid was already wanted for murder. He killed his grandmother or the woman in his home who was taking care of him, and then he went to the school and did that. Putting laws in place are only going to affect the people that are willing to follow the laws. You want to
Right.
be a law-abiding citizen.
I'm
I
with you.
want to be a law-abiding citizen. We don't want to go to prison. We don't want to be separated from our families. So we're willing to do what we need to do it legally. But this
Hmm.
isn't the type of individual that was willing to do that. You know, and you know what I mean. Another thing that you said was, you know what I mean, just the picture in your mind of, you know what I mean, it being your kids. I look at it from a different standpoint. You
Hmm.
know, I envision myself. You know, my kids, their school is less than a mile from my job. I run a restaurant, and it made me accessible for my kids at school at all times of the day. You know, if I need to leave, to be there for them, whether it's a you know what I mean a call from the school or anything like that, I'm able to get out of there and get to my kids within 5 minutes. You know, and you know a situation like this, maybe you don't know. I mean, maybe you can't get there, maybe you can't get there. You know, but I never want to envision myself as a victim. You know, I always want to envision myself as being in the position to protect myself and
Hmm.
protect my family. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? That is something that I don't want to put in my own mind. You know, I would prefer to envision myself as possibly stopping the shooter in some way, shape, form, or fashion before, you know, they come to those parents because that is, you know, what I mean, some pain that I wouldn't, that I can't imagine, that I don't want to imagine, you know. But, you know, when we talk about laws and restrictions, you know, things like that, it only affects the people that are willing to follow the laws. And that isn't this person who shot at the school. That's not who it was. That's not the type of person that it was. You know, and another thing about it is, you know, what I mean, what you say when our society does promote violence in a lot of different ways. But another thing that is disturbing, these people keep shooting up the schools. They keep doing these mass shootings, and they keep going to prison. Now, if the police saw a gun in my car, they would more than likely shoot me on sight. How is a person that kills 21 people being taken away in handcuffs alive? Time and time and time again.
Hmm.
They are killing these people, these kids, and these people in these churches. You know, the shooting in Buffalo, and all of these other instances. These people are being taken to prison alive. When it was, if it was you or if it was I in a traffic stop and we moved the wrong way and the police pulled us over and our gun registration came up on their system when they pulled us over because our license popped up when they ran our tags, they're already on edge. You know what I mean? We're more than likely to be shot on the side of the street like a dog when these people are killing our kids, being taken away in handcuffs. That is a large problem. Where's the fear? Why would they be scared? What are they scared of? They're being taken away in handcuffs, alive. You know, that is ridiculous. You know, so I mean, that's the only reason why, you know, what I mean, I popped in. I listen a lot. I don't comment much or jump in a lot, but you know, what I mean, this is, this is, incredible.
Hmm.
You know, like overwhelming. You know, I just wanted to put that out there for, you know, what I mean, you, your listeners, you know, what I mean, and everybody else to know. You know, what I mean, to actually ask our questions and, you know, what I mean, get our brains to racking, because more laws and more restrictions, they only impact the people who are willing to follow those laws.
Hmm.
And that isn't who these people are. These people don't care about the law.
Hmm.
And they are time and time again being taken away alive and in handcuffs. Where's the fear? Why would they not? What is the deterrent? You know, so I'm gonna hop out and, you know, what I mean, let somebody else, you know, what I mean, speak their piece. You know, what I mean, I just, you know, I encourage, you know, what I mean, every, you know, what I mean, law-abiding citizen to put themselves in the best vantage point to protect their family, to protect their kids, their homes, their wives, and their loved ones. You know, what I mean, put yourself in the best position to do so, and
Right.
always be prepared to do so,
Hmm.
and never look at yourself as a victim. You know, that's one of the people. You know, when some of us say weird stuff like, you know, I don't want to be controversial, but when we say stuff like slavery was a choice and stuff like that, it's the mindset of being a victim. You know, I don't ever want to put myself in the mindset of being somebody's victim. I always want to put myself in the most advantageous position, you know what I mean, to protect what is most valuable to myself
Sure.
by any means necessary.
Hmm.
You know, and I mean, you are a Malcolm X supporter, and by any means necessary is, you know, I mean, one of the phrases that is very closely related to him.
Hmm.
You know, and we got to be, I don't know, we got to be more educated. We got to be more diligent. You know, what I mean, there are no easy answers to be found, and I know this strikes a lot of people. And you know, I was watching one of your videos earlier, and you were talking about how you deliver the truth, and a lot of people don't like it because they don't like the way it sounds because it comes off harsh and it's very direct. You know, but I appreciate it, and other people should appreciate it as well, because the truth does hurt.
Hmm.
It's not gonna sound good. It's not gonna make you feel good. It wasn't designed to make you feel good. It was designed to make you aware. It was designed to make you more prepared. It was designed for you to be able to adapt and change, and to, like I said, put yourself in the most advantageous position for you to be safe, successful, or whatever other word you want to use. You know, but uh, being a victim, that's just the wrong mindset to have, in
Hmm.
my opinion.
Sure.
You know, uh, but you know, like I don't know. You know, I just don't want us, you know what I mean, especially, you know what I mean, considering, you know what I mean, our history of being on the wrong end of these situations, whether it's with the law or whether it's with other criminals, you know, you know what I mean, when it comes to us, you know what I mean, as a people, you know what I mean, just not being prepared and not knowing how to be prepared,
Hmm.
you know. So, you know, it's a lot of work, you know. All I can say is, you know, just be prepared to do whatever you need to do to protect yourself and protect your loved ones. But
Hmm.
at the same time, you know, what I mean, all of us, you know, what I mean, if you're able and you are willing, you know, what I mean, to arm yourself, because it's not going to, you know, being forced to call 911 to help you isn't
Yeah.
going to help you.
Yeah. Appreciate you, dog.
All
Yeah.
right, thanks for it, man. Appreciate you, man.
All the time, dog. Yeah, man. Feel free to beam in. Feel free to call in. It's all y'all, man. Yeah, this is a soundboard. B. Alexander said something earlier. Put God back in the schools. Put God back in the schools, man. What a novice concept. We got to put God back in the schools, man, not because we believe in him, but because of the community it builds, you know. I'm not a fan of a school teaching my son religion. I'm not a fan of that at all. I'm also a fan of building community too, you know, and God is God can be a God can be a vessel to build community, you know. Right. Spirituality, you know what I mean? It's you should have spirituality break in schools. You should take 10 minutes a day. If you believe in you should be able to pray for 10 minutes a day in school. Allah, God. If you're an atheist, go read a book. If you're agnostic, go study a science lesson. I don't know. But it should be 10 minutes a day where you should honor your God. How about that? You know, at 10:15 every day across America, you honor your God. That's a good idea. What's up, KP?
It's funny one of the dudes in the chat said put God back in the schools.
Mm-hmm.
The schools don't want God. The people
At
don't want
all.
God.
At all. At
So we
all.
talk about God for all of a sudden now when some people get killed. They always do this. This is America, man. They don't want God. They just showed you that they keep telling you that a woman ain't a woman no more. They
Facts.
telling you everything that goes against what God is supposed to be. No matter what God you believe in, whether it be Jesus or the Bible, Islam, Buddha, no matter which one it is.
Right.
None of them believes in this goofy stuff they got going on now. You know, people are cheering for people that don't identify what an actual woman is to have quote unquote representation. They playing identity politics. They're
Mm-hmm.
playing intersectionalism, right? All these goofy words they playing on. And then after that, after everything comes down, I'm supposed to go back to the same people and say, hey, y'all put some laws in place to protect our kids. But they trying to teach our kids in elementary school about sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm supposed to come on, man. It's a joke, man. America's a joke. It's been a joke. So people got to stop playing these games. What are you expecting from these people? The same people that lied to you 6 months ago told you they was gonna pass a George Floyd bill, whether it be left or right, whoever it is, it ain't passed. That's one thing we do know. They didn't get the results that we thought they should have got. And we seen a man get killed on live TV.
Mm. Mm.
Everybody's seen it. We seen a video of it. They passed it around. The
Mm.
whole world's seen it. People mobilized for it. And they still didn't pass the bill. Think about that. They made a statue and everything. This country's crazy, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't have the level of expectations that some of these people have. I don't. I don't know why they have it, but I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking about it out loud, as we talk, it just doesn't add up that they're gonna do anything that makes logical sense. Everything that they're doing now goes against logic and reasoning. It goes based on feelings. So when something like this happens, I try to guard my feelings because they know that they can use our emotions against us to get something passed. Especially Black America. What do you think, Fred? It's hard to think about right now, right?
Yeah, it's very challenging. Um,
So
I You're right. How you started the conversation about America doesn't want God. You know, especially on the Democratic side. I mean, 100% on the Democratic side. You know, if you believe in God, you're a Republican at this stage. You know, if it's it's heart wrenching, man, to think that.
hey, think about. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna stop you in your track. Think about that. If you believe in God, you're probably a Republican.
Yeah,
But look, the same Republicans like freedom of religion and all of that. But then they made one whole religion the scapegoat for what one man did.
yeah.
Golly, man. Man,
It's no right answer.
it's crazy. Ain't
It's
it?
no right answer
Bro.
in this political sphere. You know, it's no right answer. You know, I'm just anti-Democrats because I've been a Democrat for 44 years, and I'm going to stay a registered
It's a
Democrat
hell of a
because I
truth.
don't. Hmm? Just because I don't want no new mail. You know what I mean? I don't feel like dealing with no new mail. You know, so I'm gonna just stay a registered Democrat. But uh, I'm just anti-Democrat because of I've lived in Harlem, the Bronx, and South Central LA, and around in the surrounding cities, and crime is at an all-time high. You know, and I know population has a lot to do with it, but it also stems from fundamentals. You know, this is the only country, and mind you, I don't watch the news often, um, where mass shootings like this occur. I've never seen this in other countries where they're shooting up a school. I don't even think that's a thought. Like uh, the thought of shooting a school, the thought of protecting a school, like volunteering and helping the kids and helping out when you like the thought of going to an elementary school where everyone is helpless. I this is amazing. This is astounding, and we are in. I mean, we're not in the last days. America's gonna be here for a long time, but it's when thoughts like this come to fruition, that means someone's gonna take it a step further, and that's what I don't want to see. What's further? What crime is further than 21 kids from a civilian? It's unfathomable, right?
Yeah. This is yeah. Yeah,
I don't know
it's
what's
wild.
I don't know what's a worse crime. I don't know if you can commit a worse crime in America than 21 kids outside of 9/11. I don't know. This is the worst thing I've ever experienced.
How many kids was it in the Columbine thing that the Columbine boys did? That's been
I don't
almost 20
know.
years, right?
I don't
Yeah, it's
know,
been
but
about 20 years ago.
oh yeah, definitely at least 20 years. Um, you know, and I was a school teacher. I mean, I'm so vulnerable in that class. I got no power in that classroom.
You just putting yourself back in that position because you knew what you couldn't do while
Nothing.
working in that environment. And
Nothing.
just think about this like this too, Fred. The way that they're teaching the people in so many ways, it pushes male teachers out of the profession because male teachers have a different level of consciousness where they're not going to teach certain things. They have a different level of moral compass and standards.
Mhm.
So a man teacher is not going to go with the flow of what they're putting on women to teach now. So you
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying in so many words
Mhm.
without me saying it.
Yeah.
So that kind of pushes the
Mhm.
men out of the school. So by men not being in the schools, what does that allow for a shooter to do? It makes him know for a fact that pretty much not many men are going to be there at all.
Right. None. Not at the
None.
elementary level. None. Zero.
None.
None.
Right.
Maybe two.
It's all
Maybe
women.
two. Hmm.
Yeah, it's all women. So what does a coward do? He does what he does.
That's the ultimate coward move. the ultimate coward move, man. Man, they should connect his arms and his legs to 4 horses, and they all go in different directions.
Well,
Like,
they took him out, Fred. He's gone.
I know, but I'm saying they should burn him. They should publicly burn him. Like we got man. I don't have an answer. I don't think politics solves this. I think it's us. I think we glorify this shit. You know. I don't think a Republican has the answer. I don't think a Democrat has the answer. I don't have an answer.
Yeah, I don't think it's just one answer. Yeah, I don't think there's one answer for it.
It should be a public display of the inhumane of his corpse.
Yeah, it's hard to put a finger on one issue that could solve an issue like that. It's just too big.
Right.
It's just too big.
I don't know. Issue. I don't get it, man. It's it is what it is, man. I don't know. I don't know. This is the worst crime I've ever seen by an individual. You know, I mean, this is the worst. Like, shit. I mean, from my experiences, Democratic leadership is destroying our inner cities. Oh man. And
yeah,
I've never lived in a Republican city, so I don't know. I don't know what it's like to live outside of national politics. I don't know what it's like to live under a Republican established government. I have no experience at all. Whittier was council, so it wasn't Republican or Democrat. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. So when you guys say Republican cities are better, Democrat, I only can speak from Democrats are the worst because I've only experienced them. And I look at LA now, it is the worst. Oh my God.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
By them changing the rules of what the mental illness was, that they've now allowed, quote unquote, this philosophy of identity to be placed in the hands of people by them being able to change their identity from day to day. That means that more people will be suffering from mental illness that have not been diagnosed.
Right.
And then add that on top of COVID. So that changed the whole dynamics of everywhere we go, everything we see every day. And it also explains furthermore why you see more road rage incidents than you ever seen. It explains more why you see more incidents in Walmart than you ever seen. Because people kind of lose touch with what's real and express themselves in crazy ways now. Every time you look up, it's something like inhumane to the next person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every time you look up, it's just like something way off the mark. You're like, that's all they said to you, and you did that. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's just what you see as a normal. So I believe that there's more mental illness happening every day, more and more, because they have taken some things out of the mental illness book that was mental illness 20 years ago, and they made it not a mental illness. So there's more people that's undiagnosed. And then you add that on top of the restrictions that we just went under with the mask mandates and the whole nine. And then now people are about to be able to go back outside, and people are not as social as they used to be. A lot of misfits and a lot of antisocial people than it's ever been before. And technology has continued to ramp it faster and faster, ramped up. And then you're asking these people to act normal. Not mentally ill people. It's not going to work.
Yeah, man. It's Democrats take our guns away, and the criminals got the guns, and like the caller said before, and the Democrats don't like God, and Democrats are telling black women and Asian women and Mexican women to be independent, to be strong, and compete with men. And oh my gosh, it's I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, they've successfully destroyed family structure.
Mm.
And by destroying family structure, you no longer have any standards or rules, right?
Yeah. And we cooperating.
Yeah, a lot of people fight with that to keep the family structure destabilized, especially our people, so to speak.
Yeah, we cooperating, man, and I don't know. I only can speak from this experience. I've never lived in Texas. I've never lived in Florida. I don't have that experience. So
yeah, I tell you what, Fred. What I have learned is that when I do visit Texas, bro, it just feels different to me when I do visit Texas. I don't feel the same way when I visit Chicago. Chicago is a no gun zone.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go to Chicago, and I'm closer to Chicago than I am Texas.
Yeah.
So, like, nah, Chicago is not a place. Like, hey, man, you live in Chicago? Yeah, man, I'll be up there. Nah. If you say you live in Texas, yeah, I'll be down there.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me bring H Money. H Money got something to say. Welcome back, H. What's up, H?
Big Freddie. Freddie. What's up with it, Freddie?
How you feel, man? You gonna bring the energy? Gonna pick
man,
us up?
I always bring the energy, man. Hey, Freddie, man, I don't know where to start, man. Let's start off by Canelo ducking the rematch with Bivol. Canelo's a duck. You know, he don't want no smoke with Bivol in the rematch. Instead, Fred, he cherry picks a 40-year-old Triple G and brings him up to 168. Triple G never fought at 168. Triple G's an old-ass man. He looked like shit in his last fight. So, Canelo is a duck. Canelo is no longer the face of boxing. Okay, let's make that clear. Canelo got washed by Bivol. It was easy work. He got dominated. Okay, you know, I'm glad I got Canelo out the way, Fred, because right now we cooking that boy. We roasting him. You know what I mean? Let's talk about Devin Haney going for greatness. Devin Haney, a chance to make history, to become the youngest undisputed champion in the history of boxing, Fred. I'm rooting for Devin Haney. I just talked to Bill Haney earlier today, and they are ready. You know, Bill Haney is ready, even though he's not in Australia. He has prepared Devin Haney for this moment his whole life. He did a great job, you know, training Devin Haney. You know, and Devin Haney's a very smart man, a very smart young man in the sport. So I'm excited for Devin Haney. Fred, it's Haney time. Haney. Let's go, Fred. Everything we talked about. And now the time has come. Yeah. Devin Haney is ready, bro. He going to beat George Kambosos. He going to beat him easy, Fred. And I think it's going to be like when Terrence Crawford beat Ricky Burns. When Terrence Crawford became a lightweight champion, he went to Ricky Burns' backyard and beat him. And I think that's what Devin Haney is going to do. He's been in training camp with Terrence Crawford as well. Devin Haney's ready, man. He's always focused. He's always dedicated. I'm excited. You know, I think Devin Haney has the opportunity to become the next great fighter from America. We are looking for that next Floyd Mayweather. And I think Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Boots Ennis, all of these guys got potential to be great fighters, Fred. You know, so, I mean, I'm excited. That's next Saturday, Fred. So whenever you get a chance, man, turn it up, promote the fight, talk about Devin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man.
All next week. Him and Stevie Fulton next week.
Yeah, Fulton, the PBC. That's a good fight. Fulton. Oh, yeah, you cool with Fulton. You been have Fulton on the show before he was a champion. Now he got 2 belts.
Yeah.
Now he got 2 belts. And one of my favorite fighters on his undercard, David Morrell Jr., the Cuban fighter. I think he's a beast. I think he's the man to beat David Benavidez. And I can't wait. You know, so, man, Fred, man, shout outs to you, man. Much love, much respect, and support to the barbershop all day, every day.
Hey, hold on, H.
Freddie,
H,
man.
don't leave yet. Hold on, H.
Okay, but hey, let me just say this about Freddie. I seen Fred on a documentary. Like, people don't know about that on that Drew League, the basketball league in Los Angeles. I seen Fred on there. I'm like, what the fuck? That's my nigga Fred. You know what I mean? So shout out to Fred, man. Always making moves, man. You know, always got a good energy. You know what I'm saying? Very smart brother, educated. Much love to Fred, man. Giving me an opportunity. He introduced me to Bill Haney, and because Devin Haney was my favorite fighter, Fred never had to do that. He could have been on some sucker shit. And rest in peace to Gary Russell's daddy, man. Rest in peace to Batman. You know what I'm saying? Because we did it right here on this barbershop, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Russell family, Fred. What you got to say, about Gary Russell losing his father? And also, Batman. I heard Batman was killed. I don't know how true that is, Fred.
Yeah, he was murdered Friday night or Saturday morning, and it's this cross is really heavy for me to bear at this time. That's why I don't have my face up, because I'm not in the mood to break down in front of y'all. But it's been real heavy on me the past 72 hours, man. I'm not searching for pity at all, but I'm human. And when Batman passed, I couldn't understand it, and then when I found out it was through gun violence, and that's something that I preach against all the time. And then Gary Russell's father, I knew he was sick. Me and Gary spoke privately about 6 months ago about his father's condition, and then today, I mean, it's tough.
It's tough, Fred, man. It's tough. I know Batman, he had a baby girl from one baby that I know. And it's sad that, now she doesn't have a father.
Right.
That's fucked up, man. And man, so many people growing up without their father. That's another father, another dad that was murdered and taken away from his kids.
Right. Yeah, man. It's heart-wrenching, man. I don't know, man. I'm gonna reach out to Gary probably Saturday. I'm gonna reach out to him. I'm gonna send him a text. I'm not gonna call him. I'm gonna send him a text this weekend and reach out to him and just get the information on where can we send the flowers for both Batman and his father, and we'll send it from the shop, and so we can do it as a family. And it's just tough, man. That's the one thing, like I say about when you expand like your emotional capital. So now Gary Russell's family is my family. Like if something happens to H Money, we cry. If something happens to KP, we cry. It's part of being human. It's part of the gift and curse of wanting to touch as many lives as possible, but then you realize that we're basically touching each other's lives at the end of the day. So through it all, so
hell yeah, Fred. And it was on this barbershop during the pandemic when everybody was getting together, man, and we kept this thing going, Fred. And that was a time we was on fucking lockdown.
Yeah,
and the barbershop got us through a lot of nights.
Yeah, it did, myself included. I'll never forget the run we had for 2 years in the barbershop, man. We did 100 days straight. I was home every night at 7:30, except Juneteenth. I missed that one day. And it was a hell of a run we did. It was a hell of a run.
Hell yeah, Fred with Kendall Gill. Interview with Kim. Come on, man. That was cool, man. Yeah, and with some more, we had more guests than that. We had a bunch.
We had like 100 guests. We had 100 guests in those 2 years. Over 100 guests.
That shit was fire. When Gary Russell was here, he was talking.
Oh, he was cooking that night.
Remember me and Gary got into it? That shit was crazy.
I was tripping that night. He was talking about Devin Haney, man. I'm like, hold up.
Yeah.
Hey, let me get up in here. And that nigga was talking shit too. So, man, it was crazy, Fred, man. I just want to say thank you, Fred, for real, bro. Like, all the shit that you be doing behind the scenes, man, you a real motherfucker, man. And I appreciate you, dog, for real, man. I love what you be doing, bro. I love how you take care of your family, how you raise your kids, man. You do a great job, and I feel like, you know, just being a good role model too. Ain't nobody perfect, but you know what I'm saying? Just the way you carry yourself, man. I like that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Just accountability. Just accountability. And I know I'm a representative.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Man, I was waiting to get in. H, you don't let nobody get in, bro.
My bad. I'm talking to Fred. I ain't talked to Fred in a minute. This is my nigga.
Yeah. Hey, so look, man, I find it hard to believe, bro, that all they did to Bill Haney, bro, that they gonna even let my guy get a fair shake out there, bro. I just don't trust it, bro. It's like, it just looks too bad to me. You know what I mean? It's like, y'all trying to keep this man from getting his regular trainer there, which is his father, trainer, manager, everything. And then y'all putting him in a bad situation to where, like, it's him against all odds. Do we want to see him triumph? Yes. No doubt about it. But damn, y'all got to do all this and put him in another country? Like, bro, that's a lot.
Hey, that's kind of crazy, huh? I talked to Bill Haney today. Like, they try to, you know, keep him away from the fight type of shit, bro. And that shit is crazy, bro. Bill Haney, you know, that's the trainer of Devin Haney. Right. He's the father of Devin Haney, and he can't be in the corner. That's weird for something from 1992, bro. Something way back in the day. And from what I believe, I felt like Lou DiBella and Lou DiBella, who's the lead promoter for this fight, they knew about Bill Haney's situation, and they said it wasn't an issue. But you know, when it's time to go to Australia, then he can't go. It's some bullshit. You know, Kambosos got everything in his fucking favor. It's set up for Kambosos to win. But Devin Haney about to go out there and handle his business, dog. Devin Haney gonna take care of the business. This is boxing at the end of the day. This is a fight, bro. And Devin Haney could fight. He could fight better than Kambosos. So Devin Haney about to go expose this boy, bro. That's what he about to do for real.
Hey, H, I don't think he's a 12-0 fighter against Kambosos. I think that's a closer fight than 12-0. And by being a closer fight than 12-0, I just don't think they're going to give him no rounds they're supposed to give him. That's what I see. Especially after they did what they did to Bill. It's just hard for me not to see that, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Devin gonna beat him, bro. It's gonna be a landslide. Like, Devin is a much better fighter than George Kambosos. He got better skills. He's faster. He's stronger. He's better, bro. What happened with Canelo and Bivol? What happened?
And what was the scorecard, H?
He won though, right?
But H, what was the scorecard?
They had it closer. Like, it wasn't supposed to be that close.
Closer than you and I thought, right?
Yeah, but he got the win though, right? So he got the win. And Canelo, the biggest star in boxing, and they pushing Kambosos like he is, a star in Australia. He the man over there. So, but I just think Devin just gonna beat his ass, dog. You know what I mean? And what's up?
Did Floyd get a majority draw against Canelo?
Yeah, he did. But he got the win. He whooped him.
And he won 12 rounds.
He beat his ass.
So
but Kambosos ain't even Canelo. He don't bring in the money like Canelo, but he the man out there in Australia. He is the man.
He's the only one that Australia has seen.
Yeah, they got Tim Tszyu too out there right now, but
he ain't making no Kambosos.
But don't even worry about the referee, bro. Don't worry about the fans. Don't worry about the judges. They can't fight for Kambosos. At the end of the day, it's a fight. Devin Haney know how to fight. Kambosos can't fuck with him, bro. You gonna see it in that ring. You gonna see it, bro. It's like, what about when Crawford went to? Huh?
How many rounds do you think he's gonna win?
How many rounds?
Hey, you muffled, KP.
Yeah, he kind of choppy. Well, say it again.
You gotta come up.
Oh, my boy KP, huh? What's up with it, K?
Yeah, we can't hear you though. You got it. He's dying.
Let me go
I'm
out
gonna
to
kick
the
him out so he can come back in. I'm gonna kick him out. He'll come back in with a charger or something. But yeah, I appreciate you coming in, H. Yeah, appreciate
for sure. Hey, you got my homegirl right there, Karma Serena, in the comment section, man.
How's
Say
she
what's
doing?
up. Yeah,
Hey,
she
Karma.
good.
Yeah,
She good people, Fred.
She been coming through. I totally appreciate it. She been coming through.
For sure, Fred. I just wanted to tap in with you, bro. Appreciate you, Fred, man. Thank you for everything, bro.
Yeah, that's love. That's love.
For sure, Fred, man. Good to talk to you, bro. Hey,
Yeah,
look,
come
in
through.
basketball, check it out. Curry about to win another ring, by the way. I got
Yeah,
the
he
Golden
is.
State Warriors. Who you got?
I got them. I got Golden State.
Okay, for sure. All right, Fred, man. Thank you, bro. Love you, bro. I'll see you
love
later.
you too, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Yeah, next week, man. It's gonna be Haney week next week, man. We gotta send him positive energy, man. I know I disagree with Bill on the business side, but I'm not rooting against Devin. Hell no. Hell, I want that motherfucker to win, man. I want him to break his fucking face. You know what I mean? For real. What's up, Kyle? Can't hear you, big homie.
Fred Joe, what's up with it?
Hey, what's up, man? Let me bring in All Positive Network too, and we can just powwow. KP, you there? You muted.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Nah, you real low. I'm not sure if people can make out what you're saying.
Can you hear me now?
We hear you, but you're low.
Okay, I'll change.
All right, cool. I'll kick you out, and then you'll come in. What's up, All Positive? What you got? Oh, he probably just won. All Positive, you there?
Man, can't hear nobody, huh?
No, they'll come back in. But what's up, Kyle?
What's going on, man?
Not much, man.
So,
yes, go ahead.
Question:
Mm-hmm.
If Earl don't fight Crawford this
I don't
year,
care. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to. That's it. It ain't no what if.
No, listen.
I don't want nothing after that. I want Crawford Spence. But go ahead.
No, I'm saying what's another fight you looking forward to?
Oh, sheesh. I would like to see Benavidez, Charlo, Benavidez, Plant, Charlo. Not necessarily Plant, Charlo, but more Benavidez against those two. I would like to see Reese Saline and Stevie Fulton, especially if they win in fantastic fashion. Wilder, Joshua. I would like to see Jerron Ennis and Keith Thurman. You like to see Fundora and Jamel ain't fighting again until next year. They can't afford him. He ain't fighting again this year. Shit. I'm looking forward to that Joe Smith fight. That Joe Smith, that's a fight.
That's what I was gonna bring up, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a fucking bloodbath.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Devin's locked up for 6 months because he got the rematch clause. So, yeah, I'm actually looking forward to Canelo Triple G. I know people are down on that fight, and it definitely can be considered a duck. He didn't go back and say what he said he was going to do. So it's definitely a duck. I'm not here to defend Canelo.
Oh, they said he franchised too.
Oh my gosh, no way.
That's what they're talking about. That's what they've been saying. I don't know how true.
Oh my God! So they're gonna hide him from Benavidez. Boy, they play this game with the best of them, don't they? They play this with the best of them. What's up, All Positive?
What's going on, man? Sending you positive vibes and life lessons, man. Everything's good on y'all way. See, Kyle got the fresh cut.
Kyle got the 80s part.
Yeah, it was time.
What did you have previous? Was you had an afro? What did you have before?
I caught myself trying to get some dreads, but it wasn't gonna work.
Well, you already know, man. So good.
Yeah, man. What you said? So has Triple G and Canelo, has it been named yet? Has it been the fight been
Yeah, Boxing Bully posted it. So, and he works for the Zone. So it's pretty much
okay. So what date is that?
September 17th. That would have been Earl's. The funny thing is that would have been Earl Spence's date against Canelo. If he had signed the PBC contract, that would have been Earl Spence versus Canelo. How crazy is that?
So when is Earl gonna fight Crawford now? Since that is September 17th.
Oh, that's gonna be. They're gonna use the NFL to promote that fight. So I would say before Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, but yeah, I just want to talk about what you said earlier, man, about the you was talking about the shootings, man,
Mm-hmm.
and man, the because first it was like it was 14 or 15, whatever, and then the numbers kept rising.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, I'm like, look, man, I don't have any kids, man, but you know, when you send your kids out in the morning to go to school, you don't expect them to be shot, be killed. You know, everything every day starts normal, man, and you know, we just had something like this happen.
Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere.
A friend of mine, her daughter was calling me. She calling me to get picked up because she's like, somebody posted on Instagram they're gonna shoot up the school here.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So they got the guys. She said,
Damn, all
hey, man, that
positive.
these things are happening, man. It's like, yo, I mean, what do we do? I mean, gun control is not gonna work. You know, how you see? I don't. What do you think? What do we do? Because this is just sickening, man.
I don't know. I think we need to work. I think we need to advocate togetherness. And honestly, I think God is a really good way to connect people. I would say I'm guessing 80% of this country believes in a God. 90% of this country believes in a God.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got to. I think that would be pretty dope. National prayer at 10:15 all across America.
Mm-hmm.
Every time zone, you know, like 10 minutes. Everybody prays for 10 minutes a day. You know, if you're an atheist, you got 10 minutes, do what you want. If you're an agnostic, you got 10 minutes, do what you want. You know, if you
I
want
just
to
think
put,
it's sad because you know
I like that idea. Man, I gotta kick you out, man. I had to kick him out.
His shit going
Hey,
in
positive
all the
man.
way.
Your Wi-Fi going out, man. I had to get rid of you, man. But I get what you're saying. I don't know what you were gonna say in response to the prayer, but I'm not much of a God freak. You know, I pretty much trust my work ethic. I'm not the guy that falls to his knees and prays. I'm the guy that works, and I believe God will meet me somewhere in there. 252, what's up?
yo, that thing got to trip me. This is all positive, you know.
Okay, what's up?
You know, but like I was saying, we didn't have to worry about this when we were in school. You know, we didn't have in the '90s. We didn't. I mean, the first big shooting I heard was '99 in Columbine, but I was well out of high school by then.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but now, man, it's like, yo, it's like homeschooling is looking a little bit more good now. You know, because you sure your kids will be safe. But I just hate this whole thing. Is having me worried all day, man. I just felt bad about this all day.
Yeah, it's not good at all. Mm-mm. By the way, did you watch Checks and Balances yet?
You know what, man? I just got my card back. I got a card back in the mail. I'm about to.
Yeah, your Wi-Fi.
I ain't ordered it.
All right, well,
So
go.
what?
I said your Wi-Fi bad.
Some juices.
Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'm about to order it right now.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna get the notification. I'm gonna get the notification when you order.
Okay, right now I'm about to go order.
All right,
all right, Fred. I'll see you.
Appreciate you. Oh, Kyle, did you watch the movie last night?
I got into some shit last night.
Oh, you didn't watch it? You watch it tonight?
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Okay, cool. Take your time with it. Yeah, prayer. Bring prayer back in school. Something that builds, that creates community. And I think God is the easiest way to do it. You know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a proponent of some guy. I don't know I don't know where their integrity lies about teaching my kid about God. What? We can use God like we use sports, you know, to build community. And something has to be done. You know, I ain't got no answers tonight, guys. I ain't got no answers. I got no answers. I'm just throwing out suggestions, and I'm throwing stuff at the wall and see what sticks. But to say Fred has an answer would be asinine. I don't. But yeah, next week, man, is Devin Haney week, and we gotta. I'm definitely gonna root hard for Devin. I'll be watching the fight at my new house. I'm excited about that. Yeah, man. It's so a week from this Sunday we'll have our new. It won't be designed yet, but I'll be in my new office. So we'll be in a new so, and I got a new thing I'm gonna start. So we got the shop at night. I'm gonna do mansion talk. I'm gonna play on that, being that I now own a mansion, and the man. I'm gonna put man in quotation marks and then shun. So we're gonna do mansion talk. We're gonna do mansion talk. I'm gonna add that to Tesla talk, and we're gonna powwow and have a good time, man. So I'm excited about that. And next week we rolling. After next week, excuse me. Next week I'll still be homeless. so yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So. The shooter was Hispanic. I don't give a fuck. Hispanic, but I don't care at this point. I don't care. I don't know, man. Exactly. I don't. I just think some crazy person that was in love with guns, was in love with violence. Just think how long he thought about it before he was convicted to do it. Sheesh. He killed his own grandma. A man killed his own grandma. I never thought about killing my grandma. My grandma was mean. All my grandmas were mean. I ain't have a nice grandma. I love them to death, though. Grandmas are like libraries, man. So it's full of information. Grandmas are special, man. We supposed to worship our grandmas, man. Y'all worshiping Elijah Muhammad and your pastors and political figures. You need to be worshiping your grandmother. That's what you need to be doing. Shit. Grandmas are special, man. So you only got 20 years with her. You only got 20 years with your grandma. You better worship your grandma. 20, 30 at most. Shit. You better love your grandma. They ain't gonna be here forever. I fell in love with my grand aunt again. My I never told y'all this, but my grandmother died during COVID. I don't like those my condolences and all that, but my grandma died during COVID, and now I'm reconnecting with my grand aunt. I've seen her twice this week, twice in the past 2 weeks, man. I'm gonna see her next Friday. She gonna help me move in. She gonna give my home a blessing, man, and I think it's important that because we take it for granted. We genuinely take them for granted, and so love your grandparents, man. I have no grandparents left. I have one grand aunt that I'm gonna worship. I'm gonna worship her until God calls her home. Yeah. It was a year and a half ago. It was the first year of COVID, right? Yeah, it was September. It was a year and a half ago. So, and yeah, my great aunt, man. So my great aunt is 90 years old, man. We're gonna get her to 100, man. We gotta get her to 100. If I can get 10 more years out of my grand aunt, that'll be awesome. So I'll see her next Friday. So she was with me for Malcolm X's birthday. She was with me for the release, and I'm gonna start spending a lot of time with her, man. I am. It's important. So yeah. So it's Yeah, man. Where Kyle at? Kyle, where you going? You gotta take care of your kids, man. You gotta go put a bottle in. You gotta go put a bottle in a bottle warmer. Hey, who remember those days, man? Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, all the future parents, listen to me and listen to me carefully. Spend the extra $300 on a bottle warmer and a micro refrigerator if you have 2 levels in your house. Okay? I had 2 stories in my house. And when that infant wakes up every 3 hours, so he's going to wake up if he goes to bed at 8, he's going to wake up between 11 and midnight. And then they're going to wake up between 3 and 4. Get the bottle warmer, take it upstairs to your room, and the micro fridge. So you can have that breast milk and that bottle warmer, and you ain't got to run downstairs and stub your toes and all that. Hey, the conversations you have in complete darkness for that minute and a half when that bottle is in a bottle warmer, oh man, it's you leaning against the counter waiting on that bottle to get warm, and you squeeze it and you check the temperature on your hand. Oh man, it's on the back of your hand. Oh man. Go to the secondhand store, get you a little fridge and a bottle warmer, and keep it in your bedroom. And that way you ain't gotta go all the way downstairs and warm up the bottle. What's up, Kyle?
So I do the wrist.
Yeah, you do the wrist?
Yeah, the inside of the wrist.
Oh, you do the inside of the wrist. I did the back of my. I did the black side. So when my kids put on, so you know what I say when my kids put lotion on?
What you say?
The black. Make sure you put lotion on the black side and the Asian side. The black side and the Asian side. Hey, that's something they're gonna take when they have kids. The black side and the Asian side. The black side. We can be like the black side, the Asian side. The black side.
So question for you, Fred. What do you think Lincoln he'll end up dating?
Well, it's about environment. If I had to guess right now, it would definitely be a black girl. 100% be a black girl.
Okay.
I mean, his school is 85% black. You know, they got those little crushes on him. He does play dates. You know, it'll be 100% black. You know, but what is he, first grade? Yeah, for sure. I don't really have a, you know, I don't really care. You know, I think I'm doing a hell of a job at putting character, and I just know he's gonna make a great man. Lincoln gonna be awesome. I have no doubt about it. Lincoln is going. Oh my gosh. Lincoln is gonna be. Oh man. That woman gonna be lucky. I'm just gonna say it now. That he gonna be ready, and he gonna get it 20 years before I did. You know what I mean? In terms of the respect and understanding, respecting people, and oh man, he gonna get it. Yeah. I'm excited about his future, as I am Kennedy's as well, and I know you are with your kids as well. You know, you saying the same thing I'm saying, so you know, but. Imagine if we had a nation of fathers saying the same thing. Oh my God, my son. Oh man, a woman gonna be lucky to have him. That's what we need to be saying. You know, I like that. A nation of fathers saying that, I can dig it. You know, so that'll be awesome because every father has the greatest son in the world. I like that. That's beautiful.
My son's an asshole.
Well, he's the baby, man. He got 4 women in the house. So
nah, man, like, dude, man. See, he like me, man. He think everything is funny, man.
Oh, he does.
He'd be like, no.
See, Lincoln is the other way. He's very structured. Mentally, he's very structured. You know, what's funny? That's what he says. What's funny?
My son plays too damn much, man. He think everything is funny.
Yeah, that'll be great. We have a nation full of men. That'd be like, I got the greatest son in the world. I'm not gonna argue you down. I'm gonna agree because I'm happy. I'm super
And
happy.
the good thing is, man, the times are changing in that matter of black men being fathers, man.
Explain. What you say?
Because more black men are in their kids' lives, man. They say they did a study that this is the most that it's been since the '60s.
I just think that when the father is not in their lives, they're extreme. The consequences are extreme. Gang banging, drugs, alcohol, killings, a detriment to the community. It's that's the flip side. I didn't have a father, so I don't. I think I don't know if I'm the exception. I think that would be an extreme to say I'm the exception. But I think we got to do more because I don't know how true this is. I was listening to Candace. I subscribed to Candace Owens yesterday on YouTube. I subscribed to her yesterday. And say it again.
I said, yeah, no, I'm cool.
And she said a statistic. I don't know how true it is. I didn't research the statistic at all, but I'm just going to repeat it. She said in the 60s, 23% of black mothers were single parents. She says now it's 70-something%.
Nah,
I don't know how true it is.
Hell no. Nigga, in the 60s, nigga, black people were so fucking well put together.
So that's what she said, 23%.
It was less than that, bro.
Well, I don't know. Well, I'm just saying. She did make a point about this, though. The visual effects of TV and media and Real Housewives of whatever, Beverly Hills, Atlanta, Hollywood, Orange County, and so on and so forth, man. It's what's up?
Can you hear me now, Fred?
Yeah, we hear you.
I think that was accurate.
Yeah, that was my first time ever listening to her. Because I wanted to watch that documentary. I thought the Black Lives Matter documentary was coming out. I don't know if it's out, so I wanted to watch it yesterday. And I YouTubed her, and I didn't even know she had a YouTube channel.
Well, if you really sit and think about it, in the '60s, black people had to be together. You had X and you had King, two different religions, but black people followed religion more closely then. And how do you mobilize all them people without families? You don't. Didn't have the internet, bro. The only way you're going to mobilize all them people is through family structures and churches.
Right.
That's the only way it works. And if you notice something back then, all those black male leaders that was murdered changed the dynamics of everything. And then if you pay a close attention, when the Black Panthers was dismantled, all the Black Panther women, some of them went to other countries, but some of them ended up marrying white men and became full-blown feminists, like Angela Davis. Like, people don't even know the history because they haven't read any books. But Angela Davis is full-blown feminist. That doesn't help black people. Now they got Candace Parker on TV walking down the.
That's crazy, right?
Candace, she left Sheldon Williams, a black man, and married another person, but she wanted to be a social justice person. The confusion is at an all-time high, bro.
Yeah.
working against her own interests.
Yeah, I I see people in the chat going in on Candace. I take the truth a la carte, man. I don't care where I get it from. You know, I don't think all.
Okay. Let's say Candace was wrong, right? Let's just say Candace was wrong. I'm gonna go from that premise. I watched her on a stage debating T.I., who was all emotional and in his feelings, and then he led black people down a path that he led them down, and he hasn't apologized yet. But Candace
I need to
was
watch
wrong.
that. I heard about that. I didn't watch
Wait,
that.
hold on.
Okay,
And guess who was on the stage who was kind of quiet because he was kind of for Trump, but he said nothing really.
Who?
Killer Mike.
I heard about that a couple years ago.
Yeah,
And,
they had a town hall, and guess who was on the far end of the town hall?
Who's that?
Al Sharpton's pick.
Kamala?
Tamika Mallory.
Oh, Tamika Mallory.
Al Sharpton's trainee.
Mm.
See, it's easy to get black folks. It's really easy, bro. All they gotta get representation. See, black folks it just is what it is. There's too many people accepting the horrible culture that black people have in America. So they don't want to push against the horrible culture. They want to blame the politicians instead of saying, okay, if we do this, this, and this, then we'll have better family structures. So they're gonna blame the politician. So they put Biden in office, he does nothing. Then they can't blame Trump anymore because Biden is there. But you don't see them blaming Biden.
Biden
right?
is the worst ever. I mean, I don't give a fuck.
You don't see them blaming Biden, though, do you, Fred?
No,
they're not blaming Biden.
No, they got
not saying
midterms
nothing.
coming up. They can't.
No, because they're going to hustle them out of their vote in midterm. They're going to get them to come out and pull the latch again and promise them something else that they never gave them in the first place. You know, they probably going to promise them gun reform because of this just happened. And they'll go with that. But the George Floyd bill didn't get passed when they had the House and the Senate as a Democrat, right?
Yeah. And yeah, that FJB got to start coming out, man. That got to be a hashtag, FJB. I will say this. Candace Owens is not a coon. I've never listened to her. I swear before God, I never listened to her before yesterday. And I'm listening to her. I'm like, dude, she ain't got no, she don't want to emotionally charge you. She's not in the mood to emotionally charge you. And I've only heard 3 videos, 3 short videos on her YouTube page. I want to sit and listen to her for an hour. I really want to sit and listen to her for an hour. So I mean, like in an interview.
Let's go by the points that some of the people make. They said Candace said racism doesn't exist. Okay, I agree that she's wrong because it does exist. But I'm asking you guys in the chat, the facts that she brought up about families being intact and together, do you think that works better for the black community or not? Because that's what she was saying on that panel.
I don't want to make this up. Yeah, go ahead.
See, black people don't want to deal with facts about stats and statistics. That's why they hated Kevin. Kevin was coming up with statistics right in front of their face, and they still in their feelings about tone and delivery.
Who cares about tone and delivery?
Dude, nobody cares. Because Bill Belichick won 7 Super Bowls. I'm pretty sure he talked to them pretty crazy.
Man.
Right? So when you're on a basketball team or a football team as a teenage boy or something like that, you get cussed out sometimes. You get told to run sometimes. You get all kind of stuff said to you. But if we gonna go tone police as black people, how's black people tone police when all our music cuss everybody out and kill everybody? That don't even make sense, bro.
Right.
Black people are tone police, but all our music, and then one of the famous musicians of the 80s and 90s talking about somebody is hurting women with his words, and he calling them something else every day. He disrespected every day. The famous rapper out of Oakland. Like this is delusional thought process at best, bro. It's like it's no way that we could be tone policing people when the music that comes out of quote unquote our culture comes out of our culture. How? We have no way to be tone police. Not when we celebrated the Super Bowl. Didn't we just celebrate the Super Bowl? Didn't we just celebrate Kamala Harris getting elected? And then we was talking about Chucks and Pearls. And then she told us before she got elected she wasn't giving us nothing. Man, it's insane, bro.
We did it, Joe. We did it. Yeah, we shamed all these black people for their votes.
I'm telling y'all, man, y'all better go listen. Wait a minute, I think I'm on the wrong page. She got something called Candace. Oh, Candace Owens, I'm subscribed to. Yeah. She got 2 YouTube pages. Okay. I watched something yesterday. Okay, here's the top 3 things. Because she talks about that. I'm gonna play it because she talks about like she said racism doesn't exist.
All right, guys, today we are doing the 3 worst in what I was responding to. I was in England. I was on stage with Charlie Kirk, and somebody in the audience was asking us about the word nationalism because we were talking about, nationalism needed in the context, lists included from both sides of the political spectrum in London. And I'm speaking on stage at CPAC. I gave a wonderful speech, absolutely nailed it. At some point in my speech, I said the sentence, "I have never been a slave." That was all I said in that sentence. Like, there was no adding to it. But The Root, which is a publication owned by Who Know Too, decides to take the sentence that I actually said, which is, "I've never been a slave," and they parse it next to their own sentence, and they run it as a headline, which reads, "Candace Owens says racism is over because," and then in quotation marks, what I actually said, "I've never been a slave." Ever since that day, it went absolutely viral. People are saying Candace got on stage and said racism is over. I have never said that anywhere ever. It's completely ridiculous. I actually argue the exact opposite, which is that racism is always going to exist because human beings are flawed. You're going to always have black people that hate white people that hate black people, Spanish people that hate other types of Spanish people. It's something that's never going to go away. And so to see this go so viral and people still send it to me all the time and say, "You think racism is over?" And I just go, that was a made-up quotation. Made-up quotation. That's why they purposely did not put it in quotation.
I'm just sharing that so you guys have the truth. That's all.
They gonna act like they didn't hear that audio, bro.
No, I'm just saying, like, and I like fearless people, man. I love them. She be on.
They move the goal. They always move the goalposts after you prove their fact was wrong, because it was wrong, right? So watch somebody in the chat type something else that quote unquote she said that they disagree with, so they just throw her all the way out, right?
Man, y'all better start taking this truth a la carte, man.
They don't take it, bro. You waste your time.
Y'all better take
Democratic Plantation got a 10-4 on some people, bro.
Yeah, who cares who tells you the truth, man? What's up? 305 times 2.
Hey, Fred, quick thought. Tell me what you think about this.
Yes.
Now, most minorities and black folks, we register Democrats, correct? For the majority.
Right.
Now, we know the majority of us conscious. We know that Biden has no chance of re-election. Why don't we re-register so we can vote Republicans, so we'll have a shot at picking the Republican primary candidate?
We don't know who that candidate is.
But we don't have a choice to even vote on that because we register a Democrat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what
you're
saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, because we say Democrats, we're completely out of that whole election. We're only voting for the president after Republicans pick whoever they're gonna pick.
Right.
I see some people gonna say, "Oh, I don't like Republicans," but Biden has zero chance of re-election.
He has zero chance. He has zero. There's
Zero
no way
chance. Yep, he's making a leverage play, and he's a smart man by bringing that observation up. That's a leverage play, and you're right by doing that, caller. But see, this is what the problem is. Too many of our people is on the Democrat titty, bro. They won't let that Similac go, bro. They refuse
that payroll.
to.
It's the payroll, man. It's the payroll, man. The dudes is getting paid to come out and talk about all that shit. Nobody even said nothing bad about Hillary.
Man.
Well, I mean, but I'm just saying, like, there's going to be a group of people who are going to be down hard no matter what. Those people, they are what they are.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, enough of us are conscious enough that we can get to really make a choice with that. Because I mean, even let's say you don't vote for the presidential, you say I don't want to vote for nobody because nobody really affects me. You will have a better shot by just voting in the Republicans picking their presidential elector and never voting for the president if that's what you choose to do, than just not voting at all.
Yeah, I get you.
See,
You know what I
see,
mean?
but see,
I got to
see,
me,
but the
that's,
caller, hey, caller. I'm gonna say this to you. See, the thing is, they've already bought black women's vote, and I'm gonna tell you how I know they bought it.
Easily.
I'm about to show you.
Let's talk about that
Remember,
tomorrow.
they gave them the Goldman Sachs
say
deal
it
for
again. I can't
business.
hear you. Say it again. You said they
They
already been
already,
bought.
they already bought black women's vote with the Goldman Sachs deal. You remember that? That's bought. They done. So in the community, you got the men fighting for getting everything for the community, and you got the women fighting for individual things, bro. It's over.
I wouldn't. I disagree with you. I think you got a lot of more people. I think you have a lot more people that are conscious. Look at it like this. Even with the Black Lives Matter movement that they have, how many of us figured out what that was and don't identify with that? So even though they run these games and they're on big political platforms, I think we're smart enough to figure out the nuances of a lot of this stuff. I think that they try to run games.
I think you're giving them too much credit.
Say it again.
I think you're giving them way too much credit based on past history of what they showed you, bro.
Who are you speaking of? Who's the they?
They meaning the women of the community.
Oh, I see.
Now I'm gonna tell you why. We seen viral videos go viral of young black men being shamed for not voting for Biden by their moms. I seen videos like that when it happened.
Well, my mom can't shame me to doing that. I don't want to do. Boy, I tell you that right now.
But I'm just making I'm making an example, Kyle, because that's what I seen happen last election. You see what I'm saying? Because remember this, guy. Ice Cube went to cocktails with the queens with a plan to get some money. To get some money. They shouted him off the TV and told him to talk to Biden after he gets picked. And what happened? Nothing.
2024.
Oh, no, but those, yeah, I agree with you. But I would just say, I'll surmise to the same thing that Fred always say. Those are those folks that are in those groups. Those are people who are registered diehard Democrats that they don't want to hear any barracks other than their candidate.
Right.
And those people, that's why I started off saying this. I don't think you're going to reach those people. Those people are unreachable because you're just going to have a circular conversation and you're going to be talking in a circle and they're going to tell you the fear of voting for a Republican. So those people are just completely unreachable. But there's enough of us that actually understand what's going on that we could have an impact. And remember, the whole Tea Party thing was done under Obama, where they started off with that whole he didn't have a birth certificate. And eventually the Republicans said, hey, this is a whole sector of people that if we pander to, we can get all these votes. Because those folks weren't voting at all, but they weren't getting what they wanted. And the whole political spectrum on the Republican end is shifted to pander to those people to get those votes. I'm going to go ahead and get off. I just want to hear what you guys got to say about that. That was just a thought that I just wanted you guys to go ahead and expand. That was just my particular thought. I respect you guys' opinion on it. Appreciate you.
All right,
I think you got a good idea. We should leverage. That's a great idea. Use your leverage.
You know,
use your leverage, you lose it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't vote for Biden nor Trump. I'm gonna tell you one thing. What the irony of this whole situation is, every Republican is a racist in the national election, and or the Democrats are voting for the lesser of the two evils. That's the campaign that they run. Now, I don't understand how people in an election can say he's racist, I can't vote for him. Half of black people in America work for a racist corporation, including the post office. So the post office is I think still employs the most black people in America. So I don't understand how we fall for that pump fake all the time. And now black people won't even admit Donald Trump was the lesser of the two evils. I don't understand how we can't even say he gave every black person $100,000. All you had to do was put your name, birth date, social security number. You got it in less than 24 hours. You can't go to jail for that shit. We can't sustain. They're gonna put 3 people in jail, and 20 million people, 20, 30 million black people gonna get away with $100,000. That's more than any president, man. That's enough. That is enough to get out of poverty. Any city in America, $100,000 can get you out of poverty. I ain't lying. All you had to do was lie about how many employees you had. That's it. You ain't going to jail because it can't. Our system can't sustain you. They're gonna probably make you pay the money back. You know what I mean? But then again, you just put everything in your wife's name. Or your 18-year-old son's name, So we played the game with the electricity bill on the first floor. Why we can't play the game on the 20th floor with $100,000? Bob Arum got the millions of dollars. Al Heyman got the millions of dollars. Floyd Mayweather got the millions of dollars. They got it. They came up on it. So I don't know. Donald Trump said, "What do we have to lose? What do we have to lose?"
And you know what's crazy though, Fred? The nigga never shied away from saying he don't like nobody at all.
Man,
if you had money, he liked you. He didn't like whether you black, white, Mexican. If you was broke, he didn't like you.
I don't even care. He was the barometer for success in hip hop. Listen. 2015, he was the barometer for success in hip hop. Everybody wanted to hang out with him in Mar-a-Lago. Am I saying that right? He was the barometer. I'm hanging out with Trump. We love Trump when he had Tyson. We love Trump when he's hanging out with Jay-Z and Diddy in New York. I'm not saying he's a qualified president, but the propaganda and the media, they do a doozy on black people, man. All you got to tell a black person, well, it's gonna be slavery tomorrow. It's impossible to be slavery, man. It's a workforce now. It's impossible. We can't go back to slavery. We can't go back to slavery. It is impossible. Okay, so when they say that shit, don't fall for that. We ain't going back, man. It's impossible. Can't sustain it.
Yeah, bro. It's just, bro. You can't talk sense to some people, man. They gonna give their leverage. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if they had grandma's house, they'll sell it for pennies on the dollar, and then be crying that they didn't inherit nothing later. What they do?
Yeah. It's
It's unfortunate, bro.
It's very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate.
That's where we at, bro. They can't see it right in front of their face. They have a right to bear arms and refuse to bear arms. Many of our people do, but they see their favorite rapper hold one. Crazy, man. Don't make any sense to me.
It don't. I don't get it. And we asked for an opportunity. Man, we had the biggest opportunity in the world during COVID to take over America. Fuck politics. Power to the people, man. We had the whole world have some type of sympathy for us on some level. We did nothing with it.
Yep, and they shouted one of the most influential black men down who had a plan to get some money.
Yeah,
they shouted him down, bro.
Black women
That's why I was saying that to the caller, bro. Like you can't tell. This is the first time in the history of us that we had a black man up there like that to get some money, and the man was talking to him about giving him some,
Right.
and they said, "Don't talk to him. He's a racist."
Mm-hmm.
When they talk to their white racist boss every day with a smile.
Mm-hmm.
This is insane, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I don't know. I just think when people play their palms up, it's black people gonna vote for Democrats again blindly. I say we vote for the best candidate. Vote for the best
Yeah.
candidate, Republican or Democrat. Vote for the best candidate.
Yep. Look what Chris Lane said. Chris Lane said Hispanics are winning because they refuse to fully commit to one party. Think about this, man. Think about this in a nutshell. If black marital rates are down, right, we won't commit to one another in marriage,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll commit to a party that has given us nothing.
I don't know, man. You tell these people. You... Hey, listen. The most amazing thing is Martin Luther King wouldn't be a Democrat, and neither would Malcolm X be a Democrat in 2022. They wouldn't be a Democrat in 1968. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And we're gonna get out of here, man.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King wouldn't even be a Democrat. He denounced the Democratic Party in 1968. I've been hoodwinked. I've been bamboozled. You know what I mean? I led my people into a burning building. Mm-mm. You know, so
Well,
Yeah,
listen,
it
y'all
only
to the boxing session tonight.
yeah,
We live at 10.
what's that? In 20 minutes? Your
yeah,
time? I'm ahead of
yeah,
you.
yeah. I'm gonna get over there.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
All right, get us out of here, Kyle. Appreciate you,
Yeah,
KP.
Cal. Shut it down, Cal.
Fred, keep your foot on these suckers' necks. In the words of the great philosopher DB. Make sure y'all go to the boxing section next. Play the song, Fred!
Yeah. I play the song. Turkey Day, Duran, appreciate you. Sin City, Karma, Helen. Hey, motherfuckers gonna argue me down and say Trump wasn't better President Biden.
Where's Biden?
Y'all saying he racist, but he gave you $100,000. All you had to do was put your name and your birth certificate and your social security number, and say you had 10 employees. You got $100,000 in less than 24 hours.
And the nigga gave you more money, more credits on your tax credits for your kids. Shut the fuck up.
I got $300 back. Can you believe that? I ain't never got money back. And then he gave you He gave you a $4,000 bonus on your unemployment in addition to your benefits. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't see it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Peoples Hernandez.
Any president give me $100,000, I'm not complaining about being poor. I'm gonna flip that sucker. Bob Arum did it. He got $3 million. Al Heyman did it. He got $4 million or something like that. Floyd Mayweather got $1 million. Shit, you think they complaining?
Floyd just got some more free money.
Huh? If you got a business with employees, you go. You know? It's insane. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm 100% not voting Democrat in the national election. I'm either voting for me or a Republican. I'm just telling y'all that right now. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I'll gladly be a coon, sell out, hate my skin, nigga this. I don't give a fuck. I gave Democrats 44 years of my life. 40 years, 36 years of my life. I'm done. I've been weaving and changing up like the seasoning. So I just think we gotta If we not gonna vote as a block, I don't give a fuck. I say vote as a block. That's what I say. Vote as a block.
Hey, Fred.
Yeah.
Man, my wife said that Bruno Mars concert was crazy, but you couldn't.
Oh, she went?
Yeah.
That's dope. I'm glad she had a great time. And moreover than politics, man, take care of your family, man. Take care of your family. Ain't no way no judge should be telling you how much you paying or you divorced, man. Take care of everything you need to take care of with the mother that or the father that you had a kid with, man. You know what I mean? So, anyways, man, appreciate y'all. We going to hell in a handbasket, man. You know what I mean? All right, love y'all, man. See y'all tomorrow.